Okay, folks, so 9 laps to go. 9 to go here in stage number 2 at Kentucky Speedway. We're running with Haley Deegan here trying to win stage 2 and hold off Harrison Burton, who just passed for the lead at the stripe that time. We won stage 1, trying to win stage 2 here in the late going. Tire's not going to be a factor in this stage. We've had 2 cautions in this stage, 1 in stage 1, so 3 total in the race so far. How will these final just less than 90 laps go over the course of this race here on this 1.5-mile tri-oval? Only 3 races left on the season here for the Truck Series on NASCAR Heat 4 as far as the regular season is considered. So we just have to see how this is going to go. Seven laps left. Dove in a little too early there in turns 3 and 4. It's really hard for me to really snap the car down into the corner a little later. And that's why I've been a little tight throughout the course of the day today and running a little bit, I guess, somewhat awkward of a line. So I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing wrong. Just trying to drive the car the way I feel how it's going to be at its fastest. And although this might actually not be its fastest, the way I've been running it, it's alright, I guess. I can deal with it. I just gotta trust it, I guess. Right now, I don't want to push this truck too much, because I know we do have a good truck on a longer run. A great truck on a long run, I should say. Here we go. I know I got this. Only 4 laps to go in stage number 2. We have just caught lap traffic here. Mike Snyder will go a lap down. Only had to pit for 4 fresh tires once. We will pit for the second time at the end of the stage break. Or at the end of the stage for the stage break, I should say. Had to get on the brakes there. Quickly get around Jennifer Jo Cobb. See, this is pretty much a one-groove racetrack here at Kentucky, so especially in turns 3 and 4 where it's wider and flatter versus a little tighter but more banking, more progressive banking in turns 1 and 2.
Careful, still there. Clear all around there.
Still running okay right now though. Two laps to go. So we're going to easily get to the end of the stage here. Hopefully we finish it under green. If not, we're at least going to get the stage win. So we inch ourselves closer. And there we go. Caution's out for the 4th time today. And that will end stage number 2. So we win both stages in this race so far. We'll take 4 tires here. Half tank of fuel will be enough to fill it up. Alright. So, yep, everybody on the lead lap is going to pit right now, except for Joe Nemechek. Not sure exactly what the deal is there. We'll have 78 laps to go when we get to the restart. Nemechek might be out of the race. I think he was the one that crashed, so that's why I didn't show he was pitting. Green flag back in the air here at Kentucky. Harrison Burton won the race off pit road. He'll restart in the lead. He's really getting pinched down. We're not giving him a lot of room here. Oh, and he Only comes up the track just a hair.
Coming inside now.
Guess that's what I get for trying to pinch him down. Contact made. Burton clears us off of turn 2. He's got the race lead. But now it's Ross Chastain looking to the inside.
Inside.
He was the runner-up in stage 1. And he finished third in stage 2. Chastain's going to clear us off of turn 4 now. He's up to second. So we're back up to speed here at Kentucky.
Still there.
Burton, Chastain, side by side for the lead, just in front of us. We ran a little higher line. It's going to give us a straightaway speed down the back.
All right, you're clear.
Looking to the inside through turns 3 and 4. We're going to get to the inside of Burton, and Chastain is going to take the lead at the line. Ross Chastain back out in front here at Kentucky, and Burton's now back to third.
You got room. You're clear there.
We're holding our own here on the short run right now. It's actually kind of surprising. First time today we've seen anything like this. And with Moffitt and Burton side by side for third, they're slowing each other down. Chastain goes to the top side here through turns 3 and 4. Digging with a big slide job on the bottom. Can't quite get to the bumper. And now that's going to open the door here. Harrison Burton, we tried a little too hard. Burton's going to pass us now for second. And Burton's going to get to the inside of Chastain now for the lead. And now we're going to make it 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. 3 wide for the lead. Burton in the middle. Chastain on the top and Deegan on the bottom. Still 3 wide down the backstretch. What great racing off the restart here in stage 3.
Careful, still there.
Deegan washes up the track just a hair. Still side by side for the lead though between her and Burton. Chastain now, he's going to fall back just a hair. He no longer is able to hold the outside of us, but he will run the outside behind us.
Stay on the bottom
And
here.
look at Christian Eckes out of nowhere, the rookie, looking for his first career win in the Truck Series. Eckes is there. We're still side by side with Harrison Burton. We have been side by side for about 2.5 laps with each other,
Still there.
which included a 3 wide stretch there with Chastain as well. And finally we clear Burton off of turn 4. Back to the stripe, Deegan back out in front now with 73 to go. Been running pretty good here. Will Burton try to get us back? I'm sure he's going to give some tries at it. Not going to go down without a fight. A little tight there through turns 3 and 4, and here comes Burton. He closes into the back bumper. He can't quite pounce yet, but he could be in position to here in 1 and 2. But we go down to the bottom, not really giving him any sort of lane to pass us. Looked like he was going to try to set us up again, but he's not close enough, I don't think, to get us in turns 3 and 4 unless we make a big mistake again. Really letting the truck roll through the corner. We're out of the gas quite a bit, especially in turns 3 and 4. We don't have to hit the brakes in the corners. Really able to get the truck to roll through now. Really getting the hang of it as this race is going here. We are running with the steering wheel in this race. Fourth race of the Truck Series season in which we are using a steering wheel. We will still use one in the next race at Pocono as well, whenever that might be.
Wow, that's fast.
70 laps to go. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the Daytona 500 later today. At the time of me filming this, it's about 1:45 Eastern time, so still got a little over 2 hours before the race comes back on. Might have enough time to do a doubleheader today if I get the Pocono race in beforehand, because I likely won't get it done after. We'll see. 69 laps left. Harrison Burton stayed right with us, though. He's just less than a second behind us right now. We haven't really pulled away, at least not yet. Still a little too early in the run, but I'm surprised how quickly we were able to hold on with the leaders before taking the lead a couple times in the mix there. Just some great racing off the restart, but this is the best we have been on a short run. Not only in this race today, but almost all season, it seems like. Unless we're at a super speedway racetrack, that's about the only time we are consistent on a short run with not really being able to compete for the lead. That wasn't the case here. That pretty much, yeah, I mean, it came out of nowhere, but we'll see how it's going to be for the rest of the race. Just ran our fastest lap time ever here at Kentucky in the Truck Series at 32.149 on that last lap. We're getting closer to that 32 flat. Still highly doubt we're going to see anything like that. Working the throttle through turns 3 and 4 there. We'll see what this lap will bring. We got a little bit of tire wear right now as well. Caution fly, 66 to go. It's our 5th of the race and our first of the 3rd and final stage here. Drivers at the rear of the lead lap are going to pit, such as Johnny Sutter, Mason Macy, Gus Dean, Spencer Boyd, Austin Hill, Josh Balicki. So we could choose to pit here as well. Going to take right side tires only. I was thinking about hesitating there, but we'll pit. We'll give up the lead for now and we'll pit. It's going to loosen the car up a little bit. We're going to restart back in 15th. Yeah, I figured we'd win the race off pit road, only taking 2. So everybody else took 4. So here we go. Green flag back in the air here at Kentucky. We were slightly the fastest truck on the track. Now we got 2 fresh tires versus everybody in front of us on the restart. So here we go. Just over 60 laps to go in the race. 63 to be exact. We work it down to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Kind of on the apron. Coming back up on the racetrack, we're quickly up to 8th and to the inside for 7th on Stuart Friesen going into turns 3 and 4. A tap of the brakes there a little bit, working the throttle again as we're 3 wide coming out of turn 4. And now side by side with Clay Greenfield. Harrison Burton leads the first lap off the restart. Ross Chastain kind of slowly fading back through the field now. To the inside for the race lead on his teammate is Todd Gilliland. 2 KBM trucks out in front of the field. And here we go. Here comes Deegan down to the bottom. 3 wide for the lead into turn 3. All the way down to the apron. Big slide job by the 19. It's going to be enough to clear Burton. But now a crossover move by Todd Gilliland. We're still side by side for the lead, even though we beat him back to the line by inches. This is going to get tight. I mean, it's already been tight. Right on the outside now through turns 1 and 2. It's going to give us some straightaway speed down the back. We got to clear Gilliland off of turn 2. A big block down the backstretch. And now we roll back into turns 3 and 4. And I just don't think he's going to have enough for us. And we'll see if anybody that took 4 fresh tires there that restarted back with us is able to drive through the field as well as we did. We got lucky we restarted on the inside. It made it a little easier for us. And we got through the shifts oh so well. I mean, at the end of the first lap, we were already up to 8th. Gained 7 spots on the first lap on the restart. 2 laps later, we take the lead. Had 5 cautions today, so with the consistency, I would assume we're going to get at least 1 more before the end of the race. We did take fuel that time, but we still cannot make it on fuel to the end. We're about 13 laps short. We can only run about 50 laps on a full tank. We still do have 2 sets of tires left as well. The next time we pit, we will take 4 tires, so we'll be down to 1 after that. But again, I think the tires should last to the end. Or we'll have enough tires to last to the end. It's a matter of how we divide this up. Gonna run as long as we can for now, and then we'll see how it plays out. fun day so far. Just waiting for the Daytona 500 later today. A post-race analysis video is definitely coming up tonight, that is for sure. As I give you my thoughts, my results on how my fantasy team did, my results on how my picks did as far as preseason prediction, because my preseason prediction for the 500, I took Ryan Blaney. Wasn't off to a good start yesterday, even though they were only 20 laps into the race, and pretty much just ran a single file freight train line after about a handful of laps. Have to see how it's gonna work out today. So Johnny Sutter has worked his way up to second. He was one of the guys that took 4 fresh tires at the rear end of the lead lap. He restarted to my outside in 16th. On the last restart, he is about 4.5 seconds off the lead in second, but he's not really gaining ground. In fact, he's still losing ground on me. Just about another 10th or 2 a lap, not by a lot, but I don't think he's going to make a run for us, at least on this green flag run. We'll have to see a little bit later in the race if we get another caution. And if not, like I said, everybody's got to pit to the end regardless. It's the last race I'm doing in the Truck Series that is not a live stream. All the rest of the races on this Truck Series season will be live streamed from start to finish as well, not just the finish. Flag to flag coverage. Under a half hour away from the finish of this race. They're pulling away, 50 laps to go, just over an 8.5 second lead now on Sauter, but the guy we're really focused on right now is Harrison Burton, who is in third, just over 10 seconds off the race lead. And the reason why is because he has been the guy to beat on the restarts for the majority of the day. We beat him on one, but that was it. Chastain looked good early, finishing second in stage one, leaving a lot of laps to start the race, but he just has not been able to feed off of that energy and momentum since. We ride along now with the in-truck cam. 48 laps to go, though. Plenty of time here in this one.
Still there? You got room. You're clear there. Stay high up here. Clear. Hold your line. Stay high.
Didn't want to take the outside. I've been running the inside pretty much all race long, but working our way, my bad, working our way around the lap traffic, that's just a little different of something that we're going to want to do here. Just got to be ready to change your line whenever necessary on any track, on any lap, because
Careful.
you just
Still there.
never know
You got room. You're clear.
what lane the lap trucks or lap cars, depending on what series you're running, are gonna move into. And that's why when I run practice before the race, I try to obviously want to get the handling down. That's number one. Oh, we got trucks in the wall, two of them in turns 3 and 4. Caution will fly with 45 to go. It's our 6th of the race, and that will set up a pit stop sequence now, where we will take 4 tires and we will get to a restart, and we will have 41 laps to go following the restart. So here we go, 41 laps left. We're actually going to restart in second.
Going green.
Johnny Sauter won the race off of pit road, green flag in the air, and here we go. 41 laps to decide the winner of the race. Will we stay green to the finish? We'll see. Trying to beat him here. Turns 1 and 2. Sauter moved up the track just a hair, and there's Harrison Burton now, side by side down the back straightaway, with the drivers who started 2nd and 3rd. The leader, Sauter, just falling back through the middle. We're hanging strong on the top, though. But Burton's still going to clear us off of turn 4. He had a way better corner that time than what we did. And now 40 to go. I do have faith in this truck, even if it takes us 20 laps to get around Burton. And we will eventually become faster and pull away. That's how we've been on the longer runs all day today. It's just a matter of trying to stay out of trouble at this point. Doing a great job, though, holding on to second and not falling far at all behind Harrison Burton. Just a couple truck lengths, and that's about it. And if we do catch him, we just got to make sure we don't get too racy with him, and we just kind of take our time. Make sure we could just settle it between us two and nobody else. Spencer Boyd having a great run in 4th right now. Of course, he hasn't won a race yet on this season. Now he's back to 5th. Crafton's up to 4th. Ty Gillen still in 3rd. Lap after lap has pretty much, for the most part, been equal with Harrison Burton. Not really gaining or losing any ground. Gillen did gain on us a 10th there through turns 1 and 2. It was like we kind of caught Burton just a little bit, or it looked like it because of how deep we ran the corner, but we stayed equal. Gillen gained 2/10 on us though that last lap. So he might be the guy that's going to have a shot to catch us here. even through turns 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4 again. We are closing the gap here on Harrison Burton, that is for sure. But at the same time, Gilliland, well, he was catching us. We gained a 10th on or pulled away a 10th on Gilliland that last lap. Working on Harrison Burton, looking to the outside, not going to get there. And now the race is on between Burton and Deegan for the lead. Deegan trying to win yet another race in a row.
Careful, still there.
Been on kind of a hot streak in any of the 3 series here on NASCAR Heat, boys. You saw yesterday during biggest live stream I've probably ever had in the Daytona 500. Video's already up over 300 views at the end of the races at like 176, so that's pretty nice. I think at one point I had 13 people watching at once. People were coming and going quite a bit throughout the race. But that was towards the end when we had that.
Still there.
Big run through 3 and 4 again. I mean, we're not close enough to strike yet, and that's why we're able to run the corner that deep, get it to hold, and not have to worry about checking up and getting into the back of it. Burton cuts it down to the apron there through the tri-oval that time. And now we had to pump the gas just a little bit through the corner here. Otherwise, we would have ran all over Harrison Burton that time, but he's doing a great job protecting the bottom, and he's making us have to pass him around the top. And as we look to the outside in 3 and 4, we just can't get it to stick nearly as well as we can the inside. Looking to the top again now, turns 1 and 2. It's going to give us a lot of speed down the backstretch. But again, I mean, down to the apron now in turns 3 and 4, really running the track low that time, but just can't get to him. I mean, we've stayed within a half second of Harrison Burton since the restart. We restarted 9 laps ago. We have just been running so equal of lap times right now, it's just crazy. And here we go. Deegan, again, a run on Burton. Now looking to the inside, side by side into turns 3 and 4. Big, bold maneuver. Deegan's going to clear Burton off of turn 4. And at the line, we got a new leader. 31 laps to go. Haley Deegan out in front here at Kentucky. But now can we hold on? We have raced him clean, and I'm sure Burton will do the same to us. Harrison's father, Jeff. Of course, he was always known for being one of the cleanest racers in NASCAR history. One of the nice guys in the sport. See how nice he'll be to us here. Chastain is in third and is actually closing the gap now on Harrison Burton. Chastain might have worked on his truck here throughout, and he doesn't take long to get around Burton. Can Chastain challenge us for the lead? We do run the final 41 laps of this race under green. It would be the longest green flag run of the race. 29 to go right now. Plenty of time for there to be a yellow. Just got to be patient. If it happens, it happens. As long as there's not real few amount of laps left, we're likely going to pit for 4 fresh tires one more time to ensure that we're going to make it. Because I don't know, if we stay green to the end, I wonder if that right front tire is even going to last all the way to the finish. 59% on it right now. I don't think the right front tire is going to last to the end of this race if we stay green. So that might be something we're going to have to look out for here in this one. slightly pulling away from Harrison Burton these last few laps since we took the lead away from him. Just definitely been a battle of clean air and attrition through this race. Trying to sweep both stages and the race once again on this season. Only 2 trucks have DNFs, so still 30 trucks on the racetrack. Despite the fact I think we only got about 20 trucks or so on the lead lap. More than what we've had in other races this season, especially previously on the channel, in any of the series. Especially here in the trucks. So the idea here is right now, don't short pit. We cannot afford to short pit. We're just going to try to run this out and hope for a caution so we can pit for 4 fresh tires, because again, I don't think that right front tire is going to last all the way to the finish. And that can make for an epic finish. 25 laps to go now here at Kentucky. We've got some pretty good lap times here on these worn out tires. They're not super worn out, but they do have quite a bit of wear on them. Oh, I had to get on the brakes kind of hard there. Didn't want to run into the back of the rookie Lassard.
You got room, you're clear there. Stay high up there. You got room, you're clear. Stay on the bottom. You're all clear up top there.
So down to the regular camera for the rest of the race. 23 laps to go. 3.5 second lead on Burton. Chastain still slightly closing the gap. I just don't think he's getting through the lap traffic as well as Burton has these last couple laps, but he's a little less than a half second ahead of him right now though, so Burton can't be falling too much further back. He's only 3 to 4 tenths ahead. Not a lot of ground at all. Egan though, just looking for the win.
Careful, still there. All clear. All right, you're clear.
.21 laps to go, but you know what? I think we're just going to have to short pit regardless here, because I think we'll gain a lot more time. I'm going to hope that we're going to stay green, obviously, with short pitting. I think that's going to be our best chance to win this race. The more laps we hesitate, the more of a chance we're not going to get there. We got a lot of lap traffic coming up right now, so I think it's a good time to pit. Just got to make sure we don't speed. If we lock the tires, that's fine. We're going to take 4 fresh tires on pit road. And so here we go. Could possibly decide the race. I didn't think that right front tire was going to make it. Only 39%, 38% when we hit pit road. 20 laps to go.
20 laps to go.
Yeah, I mean, a short track, it might have lasted 20 laps, but that would have been about it. Definitely going to have to get on the lead lap as quick as possible here as soon as we get onto the racetrack, which we are about to right now. We have just fallen a lap down, but 15.6 second pit stop, here we go. So again, we have fallen a lap down here in this one. But now we're going to have the best handling truck. We're gonna have to go. We don't have time to waste.
Still there.
4 fresh tires here on the field right now.
Careful, still there.
Great grip there. Get the car to turn, get the truck to turn. Didn't think we were gonna get underneath Jennifer Jo Cobb there, but we did. So 19 to go now for us, 18 to go for the leaders. We'll get our lap back before the end of the race easily. I'm going to be kicking myself if I don't win this race and come back, because I'm going to be like, well, you know what, I probably should have just waited to pit. But I seriously don't think it was going to last. We're taking 2 tires again as well to at least stay on the lead lap. I mean, we're running a fast lap times here. We just ran our fastest lap of the race, which again is our fastest lap ever here at Kentucky in the Truck Series. Ross Chastain's taking the race lead away now from Harrison Burton. What seemed like he was falling off and was never going to have a chance to win this race the way me and Burton were racing in this 3rd and final stage, but now he has passed Burton, and I'm a lap down trying to get back into this thing. I am the first truck 1 lap down, so if we do get a caution, even though I'm a lap down, I will get my lap back. Burton to the inside of Chastain for the lead into turns 3 and 4. It looks like Burton's going to clear him. $16 to go. Leaders caught in lap traffic. That's something I'm going to need as well, is them to keep racing with each other as long as possible, as well keep getting caught in lap traffic as much as possible. On the brakes there just a little bit, get the truck to turn. So we just got past Chastain here. Oh, very tight there, man. It looked like Burton was going to throw a block on us. We stayed in the gas though, didn't want to get out of it. 15 to go, we're back on the lead lap. Run the outside through turns 1 and 2. Gonna gain some more speed because of it down the backstretch here. But I don't even know if this is going to be close or not, to be completely honest. I mean, that's how much I'm like, man, is this even going to work? Definitely get back to the top 10. Eventually. Good thing we won both stages in the race. Instances like this. Who would have thought tire management would have been a factor here at Kentucky? Since the repave, Kentucky's not been a track known for tire wear, but we still did not conserve our tires well in this one, and you gotta wonder what happened. How did that happen? Frankly, I'm just not entirely sure. I can't think about it though, at least not right now. I have to save it for the end of the race. Every pass for position's worth a point, of course, here. Our goal from the time the regular season started is win the regular season title.
All right, you're clear.
We've done that. We've won, or we haven't done that, but we're in the lead. As of right now, we've won a lot of races along with it.
Careful, still there. All clear.
All the way down to the apron there. I was going to try my best not to hit the brakes at all. I didn't. I'm up to 16th as well. Only 11 laps left. Harrison Burton about to get to the line now. And he has, so only 10 laps to go for the race leaders.
Still there? You got room. You're clear.
Wow, so Spencer Boyd's really fallen off since that last restart. Restarted in 5th. He's all the way back to 16th. He was in 4th at one point as well. So 10 to go now for Deegan.
10 to go. Still there?
Yeah, we're about 26 seconds off the lead here. In the 14th position.
Clear all around there.
And we are not gaining nearly enough here to try and catch up, as I had to get on the brakes hard as well. That's going to cost me some time.
You got room.
Yeah, we will not have enough time here to catch the leaders. I highly, highly doubt it.
Got one up top. You got room. You're clear there.
So I'm praying for a caution.
Wave them off.
And we got it.
Out.
Caution's out. 9 laps to go here at Kentucky. Unbelievable. We are going to have a shot to win this race. Hopefully you guys didn't tune away yet. Our win streak is on the line and we have a chance to keep it going. Unbelievable. Burton did not want to see that. He wanted it to be settled between him and Chastain and nobody else. Maybe somebody else that isn't in the top 2 has a great shot to win this race as well. Unbelievable. So here we go. We will advance to the restart. We will only have 5 laps to go to decide the winner of the race as we restart in 13th on fresher tires than the rest of the field. Green flag in the air. Don't have 4 fresh tires, but fresher tires, that is for sure here. Oh, a little loose there. Kind of spun the tires getting into turn 1 just a little bit. Got to take it easy, but we got to rush because we don't have a lot of time to waste. Who will win in this 150-lap, 225-mile race? 3 wide now into turns 3 and 4. Down for the 2nd position on Dylan Lupton. Burton, oh, we get loose on the apron here off of 4. Staying in the gas, though. Back to the line. We're up to 2nd. 4 to go. Burton in the lead. Here comes Deegan. He's going to protect the bottom like he has the majority of the day. We go to the top. All the way up against the wall. Down the track, kind of trying to pinch him off just a hair, and we clear him off of turn 2. Deegan to the lead. We needed the caution. We got it. We had a shot now. Can we seal the deal? Off of 4, 3 laps to go. Will we stay green to the end of the race? We've had 7 cautions so far here tonight. Will we get an 8th? Should be a lot, especially for a truck race, but I don't know. Here we go. A little tighter for 3 and 4 there again. Drove it in really deep. Don't have to drive it in deep. We just got to get back to the white flag. Run fast lap times. 2 to go. A little less than 3 miles away from the victory now. You saw how the last restart was, well, the last really 3 restarts have been super crazy in this race. We don't want to see another crazy one. To the apron in turns 3 and 4. Are we going to get there? Yes, we are. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go at Kentucky. 4-second lead now on Burton for Deegan. As we are going to lead the last 3 laps of this race. Unbelievable. We caught a break, I'm not going to lie, but a win is a win, and we did dominate the entire day leading up to it. The checker flag will fly. Deegan wins at Kentucky.
Fantastic job there. Great win.
Unbelievable. What a race. A different type of drama, but it was drama nevertheless. Patented burnouts now. There we go. That's a good smoke, actually. Deegan gets the win here at Kentucky Speedway in dramatic fashion. Nevertheless, got both stages and the victory. And despite having 7 cautions in the race was 75 minutes. Just imagine how much quicker it would have been without caution. So an hour 15 minutes total time in this one. As the checkered flag waves, obviously we're still the points leader. We scored max points in this race as Deegan picks up win number 11 on the season. 3 races to go in the regular season. I'll see you guys in the next video. It'll be the Pocono truck race. It'll be with the steering wheel there. And I will see you then. For more NASCAR daily content, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the race, the video, the commentary, or any of the above, really. Hit the like button. I enjoy NASCAR. Hopefully you do too. Catch you next time.